the young and the restless spoilers. Welcome back to our channel, you beautiful people. Today is a glorious day to spill the hottest, most mind-blowing tea the daytime world has ever seen. Grab your iced coffees and strap in because we are about to go on a wildly chaotic ride together, and I promise you will not be the same by the end of this update. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing right now. I am literally shaking. Wait, we need to talk about this now because my grip on reality is entirely slipping and I am physically vibrating from the sheer audacity of what just went down on our screens. I am sitting here, clutching my chest, literally gasping for air like I just ran a marathon because the absolute cinematic mayhem that just unfolded between Lily Winters and Billy Abbott has fundamentally altered my brain chemistry. I am not okay. I will never be okay again. This isn't just corporate warfare. This is a high octane psychological masterpiece where the stakes are so astronomical that I genuinely feel like my own bank account is on the line. I am personally offended, totally triggered, and yet absolutely living for every single chaotic second of this dumpster fire. Send help. My soul has actually left my body. Wait, backtrack for a second. I missed a step because I'm too hyped to stay on track, and my brain is literally buffering. Let's set the scene for this epic clash of the Titans. Billy has been running around town straight up bragging to anyone with ears that Jabbot and the Abbotts legally own Chancellor Industries because of some ancient unpaid loan John Abbott gave to Philip Chancellor. He has been so smug, so entirely insufferable, that he is officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done with him. He genuinely walked into this confrontation with Lily acting like he was the undisputed emperor of Genoa City. The absolute nerve of this man to waltz into Lily's orbit wearing that tailored suit, which, side note, was tailored to perfection. I'll give him that. But the vibes were atrocious and demand that she just roll over and hand him the keys to the kingdom. And don't even get me started on the vibes in that room. The tension was so thick, you could have sliced it with a butter knife and served it on a silver platter. I'm literally hyperventilating right now, just remembering the sheer condescension dripping from Billy's voice. He looks at Lily, our queen, our icon, the woman who literally built Chancellor Winters into the modern behemoth it is today, and has the unmitigated gall to tell her that she is fighting a losing battle. He straight up tells her to her beautiful, flawless face that she is going to lose. Bestie, be for real right now. I was mid skincare when he said that, and I literally yeeted my phone across the room and smeared charcoal mask all over the rug. My jaw was on the floor. The absolute disrespect. Did I say that yet? Ugh, my brain is mush. Moving on, but seriously, the arrogance was radiating off him like toxic waste. Lily, of course, is standing her ground because she is an absolute powerhouse and she does not flinch. She is wearing this incredible power outfit. Wait, random tangent. Did anyone else notice the subtle gold hardware on her blazer? It was giving major I own you aesthetic, and I am obsessed. Anyway, snapping back to the main tee, Lily is staring him down, refusing to accept defeat, telling him that she and Kane are going to fight this hostile takeover with every single weapon in their arsenal. She is not just fighting for a company, she is fighting for her family's legacy. But Billy is just standing there, smirking that infuriating Abbott smirk, completely convinced that his little historical loophole is the ultimate trump card. He genuinely thinks he has checkmated her. He thinks the war is over before the first shot is even fired. I'm calling it right now. The villain arc was about to go nuclear. You could literally see Billy calculating his victory lap, probably planning which office he was going to take and what kind of absurd modern art he was going to hang on the walls. He is so deeply obsessed with proving himself, so desperate to reclaim this supposed birthright, that he is completely blind to the massive blind spots in his own plan. He thinks because he found one piece of paper, he holds the universe in his hand. But, oh, my sweet summer child, you have no idea what is about to hit you. The cinematic drama of this moment was a 10/10. The camera angles, the dramatic pauses, the way they were basically breathing each other's air in this intense standoff. It felt like a manic voice note sent to the group chat at 4 a.m. Totally extra. Zero chill and purely human. Oh, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but my mind is racing a million miles a minute. Just when Billy thinks he has delivered the final, fatal blow to Lily's confidence, just when he is basking in the toxic glow of his own perceived brilliance, the door opens. You guys, the door opens, and who walks in? Devon Hamilton Winters. I literally screamed into my pillow. I had to pause the screen and take a lap around my living room because I could feel the tectonic plates of Genoa City shifting beneath my feet. Devon did not just walk into that room. He manifested as the ultimate harbinger of doom for Billy Abbott. The energy shifted so violently I actually felt a change in the barometric pressure in my own house. Devon's face was completely unreadable, which is always when he is at his most dangerous. Let's just pause and appreciate the sheer theatricality of Devon's entrance. You know that weird background noise that sometimes happens in intense scenes, like a low vibrating hum? I swear I heard it. It was like the universe itself was holding its breath. Devon walks in, and he is holding something. He is holding the receipts, besties. He is holding the absolute, undeniable, world-shattering tea that is about to turn Billy's entire reality into a total dumpster fire. Devon looks at Billy, looks at Lily, and you can just tell that he is about to drop a bomb so massive it will rewrite the entire history of these two legacy families. I am genuinely clutching my pearls, and I don't even own pearls. I am just grabbing my own collarbone in pure, unadulterated shock. Devon doesn't even yell. He doesn't need to. Just calmly, coolly, and with the precision of a lethal sniper, reveals that he has found a secret. Not just any secret, a secret agreement, a document that predates all of this current nonsense. He found a binding historical agreement made between Neil Winters and John Abbott before they died. Yes, you heard me correctly. Neil and John. The patriarchs, the legends, the ghosts of Genoa City past are literally reaching beyond the grave to snatch the wig right off Billy Abbott's head. I'm glitching. Wait, I'm literally glitching. Okay, back to the main event. Devon reveals this agreement, and the sheer gravity of what he is saying starts to slowly dawn on everyone in the room. Basically, Devon lays it all out. He drops the absolute nuke. The chancellor does not belong to the Abbotts. It belongs to the Winters family. Why? Because John Abbott owed Neil Winters a massive astronomical amount of money, a debt so huge, so fundamentally game-changing, that it completely supersedes whatever flimsy little loan Billy has been clinging to. John Abbott was in debt to Neil Winters. Let that sink in. The great John Abbott, the man Billy is trying so desperately to honor and avenge, owed the Winters patriarch a fortune. This secret agreement basically states that because of this massive unpaid debt, the rights, the leverage, the entire ownership structure defaults to the Winters family. Chancellor is theirs. It has always been theirs. I need you to understand the absolute devastation of this reveal. Billy has built this entire crusade, this entire hostile takeover, on the premise that John Abbott was the savior of Chancellor, the rightful owner who was wronged. And in one sentence, Devon completely dismantles that narrative. He flips the script so hard that I literally got whiplash. John didn't own Chancellor. John owed Neil. It is the most insane, world-ending tea ever. The irony, the poetic justice. Neil Winters is literally protecting his children and his legacy from the afterlife. I am weeping. I am physically unwell. This specific betrayal of Billy's expectations feels like a personal attack on his soul, and I am totally living for it. The look on Billy's face, you guys, the look on his face. I need it framed and hung in the Louvre. I need it painted on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. The color literally drained from his smug, arrogant face in real time. You could actually pinpoint the exact second his heart ripped in half and his ego shattered into a million tiny, pathetic pieces. He was so stunned, so completely blindsided, that he couldn't even form a coherent sentence. He just stood there, blinking, while the reality of his total and utter defeat washed over him. All that bragging, all that strutting around the GCAC, all that condescension toward Lily, completely vaporized by one piece of paper brought in by Devon. I am genuinely spiraling over the psychological damage this is going to inflict on Billy. He is already a chaotic mess on his best days. He has been alienating everyone, ignoring Audra's warnings, stressing out Sally, and pushing his family away just to chase this Chancellor obsession. And now it was all for nothing. Worse than nothing, it actually proves that his father was in massive debt to Lily and Devon's father. It is the ultimate humiliation. I'm calling it right now. Billy's villain arc is about to go nuclear, or he is going to have a complete and total breakdown. He cannot handle this level of defeat. His entire identity is wrapped up in this corporate war, and Devon just casually deleted him from the battlefield. And let's talk about Lily's reaction. Oh my God, the vindication, the absolute, unadulterated triumph radiating from her. Just minutes ago, Billy was telling her she was going to lose, trying to intimidate her, trying to make her feel small. And now she is holding the ultimate trump card. She doesn't even have to fight dirty because Devon just handed her the absolute truth. The Winters family holds the power. They hold the legacy. Lily's posture literally changed. She stood taller. The queen has reclaimed her throne, and she didn't even have to break a sweat. I am straight up cheering at my screen like my favorite sports team just won the Super Bowl. This is the kind of daytime drama that I live, breathe, and consume like oxygen. Wait, I have to go off on another tangent because my brain is just firing on all cylinders. Think about the historical context of this. Neil and John were titans. They respected each other. They worked together. They had this deep, complex history. The fact that they had this secret financial agreement that they took to their graves. It adds so much rich, delicious lore to the show. It makes you wonder what else is buried in the archives of these companies. What other secrets did Neil take with him? What else was John hiding from Jack and Billy? This isn't just a plot twist. This is a foundational earthquake that shakes the very roots of Genoa City. I am so deep in the lore right now that my grip on reality is entirely gone. And don't even get me started on how Jack is going to react to this. Jack Abbott has been trying to stay out of Billy's chaotic mess, trying to protect their father's reputation. But now the truth is out that John Abbott was secretly drowning in debt to Neil Winters. This is going to destroy Jack. It's going to tarnish the pristine image of John Abbott that the family holds so dear. Billy didn't just lose Chancellor. He accidentally exposed his father's greatest financial secret. He played himself. He literally played himself so hard that he dragged his entire family's legacy through the mud. Bestie, I cannot even fathom the screaming matches that are going to happen at the Abbott Mansion, the glassware that will be thrown. I am physically exhausted from the sheer adrenaline of this scene. I feel like I just lived 5 lifetimes in the span of one episode. The pacing was so fast, the dialogue was so sharp, and the twist was so perfectly executed that I am genuinely in awe. Devon walking in with that document is going to go down in history as one of the most iconic power moves ever televised. He didn't just save Chancellor. He avenged his father, protected his sister, and completely humiliated his rival in one fell swoop. Devon is officially on my absolute favorite list and has been upgraded to absolute legend status. Meanwhile, Billy is just standing there, a broken shell of a man. You know, when you get hit so hard, you don't even feel the pain until 5 minutes later. That is Billy right now. His brain is visibly buffering. He is trying to process the fact that the Winters family legally owns everything he just tried to steal. I almost feel bad for him. Wait. No, I don't. I literally don't. He brought this entirely on himself with his unchecked arrogance and his refusal to listen to anyone. He thought he was the smartest guy in the room, but he forgot that Devon Hamilton Winters plays chess while Billy is out here playing checkers in the dark. Let me just repeat this detail because I need it to sink into your pores the way it sank into mine. John Abbott owed Neil Winters. The Abbotts owe the Winters. It is a complete reversal of power dynamics. Did I say that yet? My brain is mush. Moving on, but the symbolism is just too rich. It's poetic. It's cinema. It's giving me life and taking it away at the exact same time. I am manifesting a total dumpster fire for the next update. Billy is going to spiral. Lily is going to reign supreme. And the corporate landscape of Genoa City will never, ever be the same. I seriously need to go lie down. My heart rate is at an unhealthy level, and I still have errands to run, but how am I supposed to go buy groceries when the Abbott and Winters families are locked in a battle for the ages? How am I supposed to pick out avocados when Billy Abbott's ego just got publicly executed by a piece of paper? I simply cannot. This situation is now my entire personality. I am going to be talking about the Neil and John secret agreement at dinner parties, at weddings, at funerals. It is the only thing that matters. If you are not as invested in this as I am, we cannot be friends. This is peak drama. This is the reason we watch. We are witnessing history, people. The fall of Billy's hostile takeover and the rise of the Winters' ultimate supremacy. I am going to be rewatching that scene of Devon walking through those doors on a loop until my eyes bleed. The absolute cinematic perfection of it all. Okay, I'm cutting myself off before I actually pass out from lack of oxygen. Catch you all in the next chaotic update.